Okie dokie, hold up. 1 second, just gotta. Okay. Awesome possum. It seems to be working, but my headphones are just not working. I rhymed working with working, and that's fine. Sorry. There has been a big balance update. A lot of fucking nerfs. Just a bunch. And I'm not sure I'm too happy about it. Depending on how it plays out. Now, the more important thing, I'll get into the update later. But for now, I want to find out. What is this? Oh, these are what? I don't know. I don't know what these are. It's a fire truck. That's not important. I should swap to another one. Actually, this might be the best one for this. I'm gonna check out adventure mode, see if it's freaking working. You're saying you followed a strange signal. Yes. I remember this. That is to play missions. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to continue missions. To continue the adventure. So that's what I'm going to do. Don't you fall away from me. Get back here. Okie dokie. Heading on over to the mission area. Tiny ass gas station. Litters are. I don't care. You want to fight the Ravager? Well, you're the champion. I can't just deny you. Here's what we're going to do. A favor for a favor. You will help me, and I will let you fight in the Colosseum again. Accept the challenge. Hopefully it works, and I don't get crashed, because crashing is not fun. And I don't like crashing. Oh, don't tell me. Don't you dare fucking crash. Oh, yes, some bitch, don't you tell me. Well, since we're frozen, and it looks like it frickin' crashed again, as always, with every other update. Of course, they didn't specify that they fixed it, the problem going on with the adventure mode. I just wanted to check and see just in case. So, to go over the freaking update, basically, a bunch of fucking weapons have been nerfed. Custom battle apparently has been added though, so like, in their words, here it is. We have completed work on adding new alternative weather conditions to the PvP locations, and with this update we are happy to provide you with the opportunity to select weather conditions in the custom battle mode settings. And now, for the parts nerf. Oh god, this is fucking terrible. Okay, so common rarity weapons first. Machine gun, the LM54 cord, the damage has been reduced by 10%. Rare parts, that was the only one for the common rarity that has been reduced. Which kind of sucks, because I would prefer it to stay the damage that it was. But, you know, whatever. Alright, rare parts. In terms of rare parts, we would like to note that the changes are related to the introduction of a new special rarity into the game. We have gathered enough information since it was added and are making corrections that will make the details of rare and special rarities quite different from each other in terms of effectiveness as it should be. Alright. General statement, the power score of all rare weapons have been reduced by 13%. Oof. The power score has also been reduced for the following modules: R2 Chill, Weapon Cooler, Blast Off, and TS1 Horizon. Jeez. The missile AT Wasp, the damage from the missile explosion is reduced by 7%. Cannon Judge 76mm. Projectile explosion damage increased by 5%. So that's kind of nice. You know, being able to put on them judges and them not do shit damage. Another cannon, the little boy 6-pounder or whatever. I don't fucking know. LB. I don't know what that means. Reload time is increased from 3.5 to 4 seconds, which is okay, I guess. It's not too bad, but I mean that slight reload increase is just gonna, it might put off some people. I don't know if that's gonna really play too well when it comes to balancing, because it's already slow enough, and it doesn't do a whole shit ton of damage. Like, you need quite a few of those to actually blow someone up. Autocannon AC-43 Rapier. Projectile explosion damage reduced by 5%. And the durability reduced from 125 to 113. Well, I mean, that's going to help fucking take that off a little bit easier. And I mean, I guess it has been a little difficult to try to get off of those weapons from some people. So, I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. Then again, the very common machine gun has been reduced by 10%, so I don't know how that's going to play out. Another machine gun, the P-23 Defender, the damage has been reduced by 10%, and durability reduced from 153 to 140. It's quite a decent amount of durability reduced, but I mean, I'm not too upset about it. And the machine gun Vector, damage reduced by 7%. The shotgun Spitfire, damage reduced by 5%. Another shotgun, the Sledgehammer, has been reduced by 5% damage. And now parts of special rarity. The general statement is the power score of all special weapons has been reduced by 7%. The power score has also been reduced for the following hardware: Dunhorse, Razorback, Maxwell, Oculus VI, and Chameleon. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm not exactly a higher level player character, and I don't really have that great of a, what is it called? Hulls? No, frames. I don't know. I forget. I don't know what the hell to think about that one. So I can't give a good opinion about it. The Canon Prosecutor 76 millimeter, the gunshot damage has increased by 15%. Wow. How do I get one of those? Cannon perk improved. Now the shell explodes after breaking up through 102 units or 100 centimeters of armor. Oh. Neato. Another cannon, the ZS-33 Hulk, the projectile explosion damage has been reduced by 7%. Oof. An autocannon AC-50 Storm, the projectile explosion damage reduced by 5%. Durability reduced from 190 to 168. That's a lot of durability lost on that one. Damn. Another machine gun, the Sinus Zero, the damage has been reduced by 5%, durability reduced from 97 to 90 points. Not too much of a nerf for that, but I mean, I don't know how well that gun performs, so I can't really give a clear statement on that. Revolver Emily? Now the weapon reloads faster. Reload time reduced from 5 to 4.5 seconds instead of 4.2 seconds on the first test. I didn't know there were revolvers. The shotgun goblin damage has been reduced by 5%. The shotgun junk bow, the damage has been increased by 5%. And the durability increased from 235 to 247 points. The shotgun mace, the damage has been reduced by 6%. Rapid fire machine gun, M37 Piercer, durability increased from 114 to 127 points. The plasma emitter synthesis, the damage has been increased by 5%. Explosive boom? Explosive damage reduced by 7%. What is a boom? I don't know what that is. Parts of epic rarity. The general statement for this is the power score of all epic weapons has been reduced by 5%. The power score of hardware has also been reduced except hot red engine and gas gen generator. The Cricket launcher has its rate of fire reduced by 22%. Oof. And the missile blast radius reduced by 10%. Aw. It doesn't make big booms no more. And now the missile locust, the damage from a missile explosion has been reduced by 7%. The cannon executioner, the 88 millimeter, ammunition increased from 8 to 10 pieces. Improved the weapons perk. Projectiles now explode after breaking through 132 units or 200 centimeters of armor. That's interesting. The cannon elephant projectile explosion damage has been reduced by 5%. Durability reduced from 891 to 847. Oof. That's a decent hit. But I mean, overall durability, it doesn't look like it's too much, but still, I don't know how well that's going to go. It doesn't look like too big of a nerf for that one. But it's definitely quite a bit of points to take off from it. The autocannon AC-72 Whirlwind, the projectile explosion damage was reduced by 5%. Durability reduced from 420 to 391 points. No, why would they whack? They had the funny number and they took it away. Oh well. The pulse rifle R3739 adapter damage has increased by 5%. Oh, you guys get a buff for that one. Catapult incinerator part heating speed from fire puddle increased by 33%. Ooh. The crossbow spike 1 projectile speed has increased by 30%. Grenade launcher AGS-55 impulse rate of fire reduced by 10%, and ammunition increased from 120 to 150 pieces. Ooh, I mean the rate of fire kind of sucks, but I mean you get a bunch of ammunition now. The autocannon AC-64 Jewel projectile explosion damage reduced by 5%, durability reload from 240 to 216 points. The machine gun Spectre 2 durability increased from 162 to 186 points. The laser drill Dick Trigger part heating speed increased by 25%. Oof. I want to get one of those. That sounds cool. Shotgun Thunderbolt damage increased by 5%. Durability increased from 157 to 173. So the Thunderbolt got a nice little buff for it. The Shotgun Fafnir improved the weapons perk maximum efficiency, is now 30% at 60 kilometers an hour. Oh. Durability increased from. Hey, Toxic Stiggy. Increased from 300 to 315. That's a decent. It's nice. With homing missile Pyre, damage from the missile explosion increased by 4%. Missile speed increased by 16%. Missile turning radius reduced by 10%. Oh, it's not going to be able to lock onto certain things as good as it would be. I don't know how well it performs though, so I can't really give my thoughts on that either. The guided missile flute damage from missile explosion reduced by 12%. Now the damage from the perk increased by 12% for every second of the flight instead of 10%. Hit impulse reduction by 10%. I don't know how I feel about that one. The Mine Layer King. Mine explosion radius reduced by 10%. Mine damage reduced by 5%. And the mine durability reduced by 14%. I got a decent nerf. I don't know how well those things perform either. The Chainsaw Mauler. Damage increased by 40%. Ooh! Increased hitbox of the saw. Oh my. Durability increased from 303 units to 364 units. Ooh. Weight increased from 75 to 94. It's not too bad. Now the perk increases the damage of all installed chainsaws by 5%, previously by 10%. Ooh, I want one. Energy consumption increased from 2 to 3 units. The power score increased from 580 to 825. Yeah, that's gonna put them in them higher level battles. Cool. The chainsaw lacerator damage has increased by 40%. The durability increased from 334 to 401 points. The weight increased from 150 to 188. Now the perk increases the durability of all installed chainsaws by 5%, previously by 10%. Energy consumption increased from 2 to 3 units. Oof, that's going to take a hit. Power score increased from 580 to 825. So I mean, they get buffs, but like, damn, the fucking lacerator and the mauler, the power consumption increased by one. The shotgun Arathron? I don't know how to pronounce that one. Initial projectile impact impulse increased by 60%. Optimal pellet damage distance increased by 50%. And the maximum pellet damage distance increased by 20%. It looks like, projectile impact impulse, pellet damage distance. That sounds like it got a pretty decent buff. I don't know how I feel about that one. I'm not sure if I've ever been attacked by that, but I feel like I have, and I felt like it sucked. I see you, Toxic. What is the ups? Autocannon Whirl. Damage increased by 9%. Durability increased from 415 to 457. That's a decent buff for that one. Lancelot explosives. Explosive damage reduced by 7%. Expanded ammo pack. Durability reduced from 344 to 264 points. Well, that's not fun. Those things explode. I don't want that shit to explode inside my fucking car. The engine Colossus durability reduced from 383 to 333. Why would you reduce the durability of engines and shit? The engine Cheetah. Now every 100 meters traveled reduces the remaining cooldown of modules, turrets, and drones by 15% instead of 20%. Goliath Trek. The power score increased from 700 to 850. Ooh. Yeah, get out of my freaking lobbies. Little higher player boys. The mechanical leg ML200 power score increased from 225 to 325. Ooh. Tonnage increased from 2,250 to 2,400 kilograms. That sounds really nice. The mechanical leg Bigram mass reduced from 800 to 700 kilograms. The tonnage increased from 1,900 to 2,000 kilograms. Leg speed increased from 35 to 45 kilometers per hour. Power score increased from 225 to 275. The legs apparently got a pretty decent buff. Now the parts of legendary rarity. The Cannon BC-17 Tsunami. Its shells have an additional feature. They explode after breaking through 123 units or 100 centimeters of armor. The autocannon Cyclone projectile explosion damage reduced by 5%. Durability reduced from 523 to 486. The Reaper minigun ammunition increased from 260 to 325 pieces. The maximum spread is reduced by 10%. Huh. The flamethrower Draco damage has increased by 5%. The flame speed increased by 20%. Ammunition increased from 120 to 175. That seems like a pretty decent buff for that one. The electric gun assembler damage reduced by 5%. Projectile velocity reduced by 15%. Maximum charge spread increased by 10%. And projectile speed bonus upgrade reduced from 25% to 15%. I don't know. It sounds like a pretty big freaking debuff, but I mean, they get the 5% damage increase? I don't know how to feel about that one. Machine gun aspect. Damage increased by 7%. The durability increased from 200 to 220. There's a little bit of durability to that thing. Not too bad. It also gets a nice damage buff, so that's cool. The rapid fire machine gun M39 Imp damage has increased by 5%. Plasma gun Pulsar. Explosive damage reduced by 5%. Explosion radius reduced by 7%. And durability reduced from 770 to 693 points. The homing missile hurricane damage from the missile explosion increased by 5%. The missile speed increased by 15%, and the missile turning radius reduced by 6%. The Tesla emitter spiked 3. Now the perk's effect stacks up to 8 times instead of 12. Oof. Nah, decent freaking debuff for that. Maximum deceleration, or minus 15%. Or negative 15%? I don't know. The effect of the perk no longer increases the reloading time of the weapon. Oof! Damn. Well, that fucking sucks. Weapon heating speed reduced by 33%. Hmm. I guess they get the heating speed reduction to make up for it, but damn. The crossbow toadfish. The hit impulse reduced by 10%. The drone annihilator drone durability reduced by 10%. Now they're easier to kill. That seems pretty decent. Nova cabin and the Aegis Prime shield. Now all the Aegis Prime hardware mounted on a car with the Nova cabin is less 75% shorter. 75% shorter? Whack. All right. Well, now those all these freaking nerfs have been gotten out of the way. Let's get to the interface update. The improved display of the grid and attachment points of the part in build mode. Apparently, they improved the freaking grid and attachment points. Oh, is that the freaking thing that like glows yellow for each like square? And when you're like building a car, okay. Wonder how that looks now. Would have been nice if I didn't fucking crash after fucking trying to enter the first story. I didn't even get into the to the story mission, which sucks. They also added visualization of the Griffin Cabins perk. Now, if the perk is active, the minimap frames will be painted in the color of your team. Hmm. They improved the appearance of workbench windows. Huh. All right. Some miscellaneous updates. Improve the effects of the decor explorer and loader. Improve the Griffin cabin's model and attachment points. They improved visual effects of the Nova and the cohort cabins perks as well as their sounds. Optimized sounds of drones and turrets. Improved the sound of robot and the New Dawn garage while producing parts. Now that's all nice to my ears. I don't know about my eyes because I don't know exactly what those things look like. I'm not exactly a higher level character. Um, now for the bug fixes. Clearly they didn't fucking fix the bug with the adventure mode, and I don't know why. Now when you turn on the display of mounting points, it is not reset during switching between parts in the season reward interface. They fixed a bug where allied shields could destroy the clarinet missile. They fixed a bug where the leader of the scavengers faction self-destructed when appearing in the Gone in a Few Minutes raid. And they improved a number of icons, texts, and descriptions. Now that is all for the update. The first thing I checked out for this thing was the adventure mode because I wanted to see if they fucking fixed it. Now they didn't say that they fixed it, but it would have been nice to have been to have that, fixed. But it's whatever. So since I'm frozen, I guess that's gonna be all for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed if you did. Oh, also thank you for following me, Toxic. Sorry I couldn't check. I'm on PS4, so I have to use like the Twitch app. Currently, I'm using the Streamlabs deck to check messages while I'm reading the updates. But with that being said, that's the end of the stream. I hope you have been informed about the new updates and nerfs that have been made to the game. And hope to see you in the next stream. Hopefully they fucking fix the issue with the adventure mode because I really want to play the story. Anyway, later.